Okay, this is video number 2. In this video we're going to be looking at breaking previous highs and breaking previous lows. So last video we looked at up candles and down candles, and that wasn't referring to the color of the candle. It was referring to the high and the low of the candle relative to the previous candle. So if we look at this red candle just here, this candle has a higher high to the previous candle and a lower low. So that is a sideways candle, and this blue candle relative to this red candle has a lower high and a lower low. So this is a down candle. And if we just very quickly just zoom up this chart, we'll see that this was a sideways movement and this was a low. So we'll put a dot there to say this is a low. Then this next candle goes up, next candle is up, up, sideways, up, up, and the next one sideways, and then it goes down. So the highest point of that move was to there, and then it goes, so we're in sideways down, then sideways down, and sideways, then up. So before this next up candle, so between this candle, this up candle, then down and sideways, and this up candle, the lowest point was here. So that's where we draw the downtrend to. So just to recap, we've got sideways, down, up. So since we had a down then an up, we know that was the low of that move. Then it went up, up, up. Oh, sorry. Up, 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 sideways, up, up, sideways, down. So because we had a down candle, we know that the highest point to the previous move was here, and now we're looking at a down move. So that was down. The next one was a sideways movement, and although it looks like it went up, it's got a higher high, but it's also got a lower low. So that is a sideways candle. The next one, it has a lower high and a lower low. So that red one is a down candle. This blue candle has a lower low and a higher high, so that's a sideways candle. But the next candle is a up candle. It's a very slightly higher high and it's a lot higher low. So this was the down candle. So that's the end of that little move there. So up, sideways, sideways, up, up, down. So that means that move was to there. Then we've got down, down, sideways, up. So the lowest point there was to there. And so sideways, up, sideways, up. That is sideways, 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 up, 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 sideways, up, down. So this one, although it looked like it kind of zigzagged, it was actually only ever up or sideways candles all the way up to this down, and the highest point was there. So we'd say that that was the high of the move. Then we had the down candle. Then we've got this is ever so slightly lower to the previous candle, and it's a lot lower in the low. So that is a down candle, then a sideways, then an up. And so that was the move down there. And then we've got sideways up, big sideways, sideways down. So the highest point here was that one. Then it went sideways, down, 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 up. So that move went there. And so that was up, then down. So that was a very quick little move. So a little up, then down, sideways, down, up. So that little move there. Then up, sideways. So we could say that that was the highest point we've got to on the chart. So now we can easily read the chart Now, if just following those simple rules, we can tell if it's been going up or down and what highs it's breaking and things like that. So, that's all good. So, now the way we are breaking highs and breaking to new lows is once we've got a green bar, we can see that once we've added in the highest point and the lowest point of a move. So we'll just have a look at this move to start with. Just make that so we can see through it. Okay, so this green line here, it went up, 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 sideways, up, up, then started very messily going down. This one is a little bit more complicated because this inside candle also broke to a new high. So that's a little bit more of a confusing one, but we'll discuss that. Then the price comes down, then the price pulls up. So this part here was the high, this part here was the low, and then if we look at the next move, which was this little one here, that was the high, and here is the low, and so forth. So we'll just quickly draw the highs, the highs and the lows, the swings of each move. Now, when the move goes up, then down, then up, on the break of the high, we won't look at this one because it's messy. We'll look at this one because it's a lot cleaner. So this move here, so this move here, so the price came up, made a high, came down. Now we know we've got a reference point of what we need the price to do to break before it's broken to a new high. So what we can do is just draw a horizontal line across there. And once the price has come up and hit that point, we know it's now breaking to new highs. And that is a key feature of the trading system. Once the price comes up, comes down, and then goes higher, it's broken to a new high. So we won't go to the trading system just yet, but that is a key feature. So this is something we really, really want to know very, very well. So being able to read price action, seeing where it goes up and down and up, and knowing how to read the sideways movement, because a lot of the time the market will look like it's zigzagging, going up and down and up and down, when it's actually really just going sideways. Like this, for example, we could say that someone else might say, well, the price came down and then up here and was kind of coming down to this point and then moving up, so we've got a little zigzag here. But if you look at it the way that I've taught you, which is read the candle based on the previous candle. So if it's made a higher high and a higher low, that's when it's an up candle. If it's higher or the same price at the top and it's lower at the bottom, then it's just a sideways movement, or lower in the top and higher in the bottom, like this blue candle. They're just straight sideways candles. There's just nothing to do. We just wait till it pushes up higher. And once it's come up and broken this high, we can say it's broken the high of this movement, broken the previous high, and as I say, that's going to be a key feature of the trading system. So this is very, very important stuff to know. So where price came up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So we can say the price broke that high here. So it came to this point, came down, and then broke the high again. And then it came down and actually broke the low. So there was the low. It actually broke it there. And then that's very slightly lower. If we just get rid of this green stuff. it's very slightly lower here, so that broke as well, and then it broke again here, and again here. So this low was broken a lot of times. We won't go into more analysis about that, but just knowing how to read a up movement and a down movement, and then seeing the highs of the move and the lows of the move. Very important. So yeah, learn this stuff well. On the next video, we'll look at what happens when the price is broken up. How does that relate to the trading strategy? Because this is about all the information we need to know before we start looking at actually how to start trading.